Hello, this is Bill Brown, and this is the Banjo by Ear lesson called Banjo Basics. And this is a short lesson just going over some of the basic terminology and parts of the banjo that I refer to in my Banjo by Ear lessons. And that way you'll have a head start on everything you need to know in order to use these Banjo by Ear lessons. First of all, let's talk about holding the banjo. I like to hold the banjo in my lap, sitting down, and I have the neck at about a 45-degree angle. Of course, that's not always practical, so if you want to stand up and use a strap, that works just as well. Make sure that you get an actual banjo strap that attaches both sides of the strap to the actual body of the banjo, and that way you have better access to the neck of the banjo with your fretting hand. Now let's talk about the strings of the banjo. It is a 5-string instrument, the 5-string banjo, hence the name. And the way we count the strings is from the floor. So the string that is closest to the floor is the first string. The string above that is the second string. Then the string above that would be the third. The one above that's the fourth. And then the one above that is the fifth. And of course the fifth string on the 5-string banjo is the short string. It attaches halfway up the neck instead of at the head of the banjo, like the other 4 do. Also, we have what we call frets. And frets are what we have on the face of the neck. And the frets are created by the fret wire. And that is that wire that runs across the face of the neck. And by pushing down on either side of that fret wire, you can change the pitch of the string. The first fret is that space that's created by the nut of the banjo, and the nut is at the very top where the strings cross over the top of the neck and go to the tuning knobs. We call that the nut. Between it and the first fret wire, we call this the first fret. And you can hear the difference in pitch it makes as I play the first string open and then holding down the first fret. If you go up a fret from there, we call that the second fret. Go up from there, that's the third fret. So those are the frets. And then we have the strings. Now let's talk about how we refer to the fingers that we use. In the picking hand, we call the thumb the thumb. We call the index finger the index finger. We call the middle finger the middle finger. And we usually don't use the ring finger, but if we did, we would refer to it as that. If you were to see these fingers notated in tab.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?